Welcome to Star Bios, the show where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the incomparable Ray Charles. With a career spanning over 5 decades, Ray Charles is widely regarded as one of the most influential musicians of all time, leaving an indelible mark on the music industry. But before he became a legend, Ray Charles was just a young boy growing up in rural Florida, facing challenges that would shape his character and future path. Born on September 23, 1930, in Albany, Georgia, Ray Charles Robinson was the son of Aretha Williams, a sharecropper, and Bailey Robinson, a railroad worker. His early life was marked by hardship and struggle, with his family moving to Greenville, Florida, when he was just an infant. The rural town, surrounded by cotton fields and swampy waters, would become the backdrop for Ray's formative years. As I often say, the roots of greatness are often found in the most unlikely of places, and Ray Charles's humble beginnings are a testament to this. Ray's childhood was filled with music, courtesy of his mother, who sang gospel songs and played the piano at their local church. He would often accompany her to church services, where he was exposed to the soulful sounds of gospel music, which would later influence his unique style. His family's small home, made of wooden boards and tin roofing, was always filled with the sound of laughter, tears, and music. As Ray himself once said, "Music was my escape, my comfort, and my best friend." Tragedy struck when Ray was just 5 years old, with the death of his younger brother George, who drowned in a tub of water. This devastating event would have a profound impact on Ray's emotional development, leaving him feeling lost and alone. His mother, determined to give him a better life, sent him to live with her parents in Orlando, Florida, where he attended the Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind. It was here, at the age of 7, that Ray began to lose his sight due to glaucoma, a condition that would eventually leave him completely blind. Despite the challenges he faced, Ray's love of music only grew stronger. He spent hours listening to the radio, mesmerized by the sounds of jazz and blues legends like Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington. His teachers at the school recognized his talent and encouraged him to pursue music, providing him with formal training in piano, trumpet, and saxophone. Ray's music teacher, Lawrence Gould, would become a mentor to him, introducing him to the works of classical composers like Bach and Mozart. As I've often noted, the power of music lies not just in its ability to evoke emotions, but also in its capacity to transcend adversity, and Ray Charles' story is a shining example of this. As Ray navigated his teenage years, he began to develop a sense of purpose and direction. He formed his first band, the Florida Playboys, with his friends Charles Chuck Willis and Joe Cuzzy Brown, and started performing at local venues, including the legendary Ritz Theater in Jacksonville. These early performances would lay the groundwork for his future success, as he honed his craft and developed the unique sound that would come to define him. In 1943, when Ray was just 13 years old, he lost his mother, Aretha, to cancer. This devastating event would have a profound impact on Ray's life, forcing him to rely on his music as a source of comfort and solace. As he recalled, "My mom's death was like losing my best friend. It was a turning point in my life." Despite these challenges, Ray persevered, using his music as a way to cope with the difficulties he faced. And so, with his early life marked by both hardship and promise, Ray Charles stood poised on the threshold of greatness. The year was 1947, and Ray was just 17 years old, with a talent that was waiting to be unleashed upon the world. As we left off, Ray was just 17 years old, with a talent waiting to be unleashed upon the world. In 1947, he moved to Orlando, Florida, where he began performing in local bands and developing his unique sound, which blended gospel, jazz, and blues. His big break came in 1949 when he joined the Florida Playboys, a band that would eventually become known as the Ray Charles Orchestra. With his soulful voice, masterful piano playing, and charismatic stage presence, Ray quickly became the standout performer of the group. In 1952, Ray's talent caught the attention of Sam Cooke, who was then a member of the legendary gospel group, the Soul Stirrers. Cook introduced Ray to Atlantic Records, and in June of that year, Ray signed his first major recording contract with the label. This marked the beginning of an extraordinary partnership between Ray and Atlantic Records, which would produce some of the most iconic music of all time. Ray's early recordings for Atlantic were a mix of blues, jazz, and gospel, showcasing his incredible vocal range and versatility. His first single, Baby, Let Me Hold Your Hand, was released in 1951, but it was his 1954 hit, What I Say, that brought him widespread recognition. This song, with its innovative use of call and response and improvisational style, would become a hallmark of Ray's music and influence generations of musicians to come. As Ray's popularity grew, so did his touring schedule. He began performing at legendary venues like the Apollo Theater in Harlem and the Paramount Theater in Los Angeles, sharing the stage with other musical greats like Duke Ellington and Count Basie. His live shows were electrifying, with Ray's impassioned performances leaving audiences mesmerized. In 1955, Ray formed his own band, the Ray Charles Orchestra, which featured a talented ensemble of musicians, including saxophonist David Fathead Newman and trumpeter Marcus Belgrave. This group would become an integral part of Ray's sound, providing the perfect accompaniment to his soulful vocals and masterful piano playing. Throughout the late 1950s, Ray continued to release hit after hit, including Hallelujah, I Love Her, So Ain't That Love, and Drown in My Own Tears. His music was a testament to his incredible talent, perseverance, and dedication to his craft. From his humble beginnings in rural Florida to his emergence as a rising star in the music world, Ray Charles's story is one of triumph over adversity, of passion, and of the transformative power of music. As the 1960s progressed, Ray's popularity showed no signs of waning. He continued to release hit after hit, including Georgia, On My Mind, Hit the Road, Jack, and Unchain My Heart. His music was a testament to his incredible talent, perseverance, and dedication to his craft. In 1960, Ray signed with ABC Paramount Records, marking the beginning of a new era in his career. He released several successful albums, including Genius Sings the Blues and Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music, which showcased his ability to blend different genres and push the boundaries of what was possible for a musician. One of the most significant aspects of Ray's later career was his experimentation with new sounds and styles. He incorporated elements of country, jazz, and classical music into his work, resulting in some of his most innovative and enduring recordings. For example, his 1962 album Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music featured Ray's unique interpretations of country classics like I Can't Stop Loving You and You Don't Know Me. This album was a massive commercial success, reaching the top of the Billboard charts and cementing Ray's status as a global superstar. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Ray continued to tour and record music, releasing several successful albums, including A Message from the People and Genius Loves Company. He also collaborated with other legendary musicians such as Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, and Billy Joel. In 1985, Ray was one of the first musicians to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, a testament to his profound influence on the music industry. In addition to his musical achievements, Ray's later years were marked by his tireless advocacy for social justice and civil rights. He was a vocal supporter of the American civil rights movement, using his platform to raise awareness and funds for various causes. In 1979, Ray performed at the inaugural concert for President Jimmy Carter, further solidifying his status as a cultural icon. As we look back on Ray Charles's remarkable career, it's clear that his impact extends far beyond his own music. He paved the way for future generations of musicians, breaking down barriers and pushing the boundaries of what was possible for a musician. His legacy continues to inspire and influence artists today, from hip-hop and R&B to rock and pop. In conclusion, Ray Charles's later years were marked by continued success, experimentation, and innovation. He remained a beloved and respected figure in the music industry until his passing in 2004, leaving behind a legacy that will continue to inspire and endure for generations to come. That's all for today's star bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.